Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. I'm Ryan Cardinal, the Ryan Cardinal, aka the Creative Native, and tonight I bring to you the Quaff, aka Donkey Madness.
Hey.
How's it going, man?
Hey, it's pretty good, Good to be here.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Doing well, man, doing well. Just like I was talking a little bit earlier, had an interview with Hex Allen earlier on today. Had some errands running around doing that afterwards, and yeah, now here chatting with you after you're off work.
Oh, yeah, well, sounds like a busy day.
Hell yeah. One way or another, always doing something.
That's right. It's that's the life of these of Comicsgate.
Yep, it's like we were chatting with a little bit earlier, it's a lot different than even just like a couple months ago. Everybody, I think, kind of like, you know, last year was like, oh, okay, I'm going to get on this. And everybody's in 2021. Well, everybody had 2020 off, you know, essentially. So a lot of comic creators are just like, I'm going to draw my shit right now.
God, I know. I wish I had 2020 off. I was one of the poor few that still had to work.
Yeah, it's I was working at a liquor store, so there was no shortage of work.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, if I had, oh God, I always see, like, if I had 2020, I'd probably have 2 books crowdfunding right now.
Yeah, well, definitely a lot of people have taken advantage of it, and I think we're starting to see that with the crowdfunding right now.
Exactly. I'm glad they did, because if they didn't, I'd be kind of a little annoyed. But
oh yeah,
looks like they did.
Yeah, along with taking the time to work on the projects, a lot of people also taking the time to stuff their faces. We've all put on some weight over the COVID year.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, I've slowly started getting my ass back out skateboarding again. So hopefully that will shed a couple of pounds over the upcoming months here.
Yeah, although I think my trend in weight started way before COVID.
Oh, trust me, I have a backlog of that as well.
Yeah, but it's good to have an excuse, right?
Yeah, that's right. I was actually doing really good right before COVID hit. I dropped almost 35 pounds. And fucking everything locked up, and I was like, oh, fucking pasta and beans and rice, let's do this.
I know, right? Oh God. Yeah, no, it's just like, oh well, COVID, ice cream every day.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, it was pretty wild the first couple days working at the liquor store. For the first month, everyone was freaking out. It looked like a bomb shelter. Like we weren't getting shipments. Like everything got sold out. We were selling the stuff that nobody even touched with a 10-foot pole. People coming in dropping $2-3 grand a pop.
Everyone's stocking up their bomb shelters with the important stuff.
Oh, it was crazy. Like the shop I was working at wasn't very big, so any orders that we got in, as soon as it hit the floor, it was gone within a matter of like an hour.
Because I'm sure your boss was happy.
Well, they were all happy. It was above Christmas and New Year sales for 3 months straight, every single day, every single day.
Wow.
So and that was just our little store. That's not including all the franchises that they're involved with, like across, all the cities.
Mhm.
And sure, they gave us a little bit of a pay raise, like just a tiny little, cupping of the balls. But that was that.
Support.
A little support, but then they ended up taking it away, and that was the moment I was like, "Screw this! I'm going back to tattooing. It's actually safer." Like,
Nice.
yeah. I was like, dealing with tons of people walking in and out every single day, being in close proximity, or an environment that I can control, keep clean, and deal with only maybe one person a day. I'm gonna go back to that.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's a lot more artistically, fulfilling anyway.
At times.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Sometimes not so much.
I guess when your hobby becomes work, that's when it kind of.
Well, I've been doing it for 20 years, so
okay.
I'm lucky enough to kind of focus on the areas that I really enjoy. As we're previously, I did it for 19 years, quit for 4 years, and now I'm back. But I kind of was a jack of all trades when it came to tattooing. So whatever you needed, I could do: portraits, color, all that kind of stuff, black and gray lettering. But as time went on, I was like, let me focus on what I like, because maybe I don't really like doing like boyfriends' names on girls' butts anymore. Even though you do get paid twice. You get paid for the one time they come in, and 6 months later when they come to get it covered up. So
hey, there you go.
That's right. We got some people out in the chat there. We got Phoenix Animation.
Hey Phoenix, good to see you.
We got Tank out there. We got Darren.
Hey Tank.
Yeah, appreciate everybody popping by. I know that everybody else is streaming out there, so I know that there's the cycle of people doing the laps right now from stream to stream.
I know. I love it. Actually, I mean, yeah, recently I've been getting more into just like checking out as many streams as possible.
Yeah, man. Everybody's starting to pop off. Like I said, I think everybody's kind of like realized like you got to get out there and start doing your own thing, and find the people that enjoy hanging out. Like the way that I do the stream is like this: just hanging out, shooting the shit, long form. We can veer off into weird subjects, come back around, and then obviously promote your project, which is Shotgun Samurai.
I like it. it.
Yeah, and you launched this. Did you have a 60-day campaign or a 30-day campaign?
I did it as a 30-day campaign.
Oh, okay. You're kicking ass, man.
Thanks. Yeah. I did the whole, they had the re-up on the second. So this is the second of the 30.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not the first 8 days. Yeah. So the second of the 30. And, but yeah, I'm pretty excited with how it is. This is my first campaign I've ever done. I set the goal to 500 because that's kind of was like, if I get 500, I'll be happy. And I'm like, ooh, people like this. This is cool.
Well, it definitely shows that you enjoy the project, like all the extra stuff that you're doing, like the live action stuff you're doing, the animation that you're doing, the song that you've done.
I'm like obsessed with this character. People must think I'm crazy with just like how it's just, I had to like tone down how much I talk about Shotgun Samurai to like my real life friends, because or else they just get like oh, there's Dachel again talking about Shotgun Samurai. Getting
the glassy eye, like, here we go.
Here we go again. I'm like, oh, so I have this idea for a story. What about this and that? What do you think? And they're just like, you told us that story last time. And I'm like, oh yeah.
But you got to keep telling it. You got to keep telling it.
Like, we told it last time and we liked it. I'm like, cool. All right, cool. Well, what? Any advice?
No, and that. I found as long as you keep talking about it and keeping it out there, whether it's with your friends and family, that way at least they know for sure that, he's been talking about this for a long time. And now that it's happening, you have a place to point them, be like, listen up, motherfuckers, it's fucking live right here. Back.
Mm-hmm. I know. Yeah. It's great though, because, it's like back when I was first talking about it, a lot of people, of course, whenever anyone has like an idea of like something they want to do, everyone's just like, yeah, okay, whatever, Mm-hmm. So it's really nice to like see those people who are just like, are you really doing this? Are you really sure you're going to do it? it's so fun to see those people being like, hey,
Oh,
and having actually them back the book. There's a
Yep.
few of those, and I was like, oh, thank you guys, because that
Yep.
really shows that, like, you know, I was able to prove something.
yep. And it also goes to show like who's actually paying attention and has been wanting to support your project when it does go live.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, like for tattooing for years and years, I was always talking about my project Caius coming up, and I got people trapped with me for hours on end, so I was able to like develop the story over those years while I'm talking to people about it. And now I'm letting those people know, it's like, oh, remember that thing I tortured you with while I was tattooing you? Yeah, that's a thing now. And they're like, oh, you're doing it? It's like, yeah, first issue's out, and then you get back the second one. So it's
cool.
it's a nice way for them to actually like, oh, you're not just bullshitting. Like,
Yeah, I know, right? I think that's like the biggest hurdle, especially for like first time creators, is like because like so many people have ideas for books, but like the ones who actually make them is like a small percentage of that.
Yep. Yeah. Having an idea does no good if you don't do anything with it.
Exactly. So it's like, because I have especially when when I show people, because I've printed out actually smaller issues of this.
Oh, let's zero in on you here.
Oh yeah. Because this is the campaign right now is like 200 plus pages. Because I printed out like a few issues, like 20-page issues in the past, and put them in local shops.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and this is going to be a compilation of everything I've done, plus all the new material that I'm working on right now.
Oh.
So yeah, and not all of it has, I would say like maybe So this is a buttload of new stuff in here, and also barely anyone's ever seen the first one because I was terrible at promoting it. I had no idea how to promote it.
It's all part of the learning process. Like,
yeah,
like, none of us are good at promotion right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Like
exactly.
Like coming onto live streams, all this kind of stuff. Like most artists are usually pretty introverted. Like stay in our little hobbit hole, poke our head out, show people like, hey, look, I did a thing, and then like, oh, that's very nice. Like
you pop out every now and then, like, oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
He goes to school here. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I was working on this, I was working on. I started this in college. So I was kind of like, I'm not really like. I would say like I'm half introvert, half extrovert. Just depends how tired I am.
Yeah. Yeah. You're probably like me. You get to a point where you're just like, okay, that's enough of this. I'm out.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, well, I used up all my jokes. I'm done for the night.
Yep. See you next month.
See you next month when I get new material. And whatchamacallit. So then in the beginning, I was like, I was social. I had friends everywhere. But then suddenly I came up with this idea for Shotgun Samurai, and then that's when I became just a hobbit. Hermit.
Hermit. Same thing.
Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah. Small, hairy in a hole,
Small, hairy in a hole. Yeah, pretty much me.
Yeah.
And so then I would pop up every now and then and being like, hey guys, look what I made. And they're like, oh shoot, you did a lot of work. Like you were making that while you were away. Anyway, so it's just kind of fun, like, seeing people's reaction, like, dang, this guy's actually doing something.
Yeah. No, it's always surprising when the thing is like, you can be working on the pages and stuff like that, but it still doesn't register in their head. It still doesn't click until you can actually give them the thing, whatever it is. And they're like, oh, that's amazing. It's like, yeah, I told you I've been doing this.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that's always been kind of like my driving motivation for almost everything I do, was almost like a prove. I'm gonna prove myself kind of mindset. So like when I was making the books, I was like, I'm gonna prove to people, even though I'm pretty sure nobody was like kind of like against me, but I pretended they were. I was like, everyone thinks I'm not gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it.
I'll show them all. I will.
Exactly. I'll show them all.
This spite comic will come out whether they like it or
not. Whether you like it or not, and you're gonna like it. I'll show you.
Meanwhile, they're all like, "Hey, man, we actually want to support you."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Every time I come out of my hole and like, "Oh my god, I haven't seen you in so long. How you been? I wish you came out more." And I was like, "Well, that's because you don't know what I'm capable of." And they're like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Look at this book. Yeah, we knew you could do it. We love you." And I'm like, "Oh, Oh man.
So you
But
said that you came up with this in college, and
Mhm.
so you've been working on this for a couple of years, to say the least.
Yeah, I have a young face syndrome, so it's been like 30 years since. No, I'm just kidding. But I do have young face syndrome. But it was like 5, 6 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I went to college late. But anyway, that's a different story.
Eh.
Yeah, who needs college? But
Who needs to be in debt several $1,000s?
exactly. God. I'm not even working in my major, friggin'.
No, but nobody is. Don't worry
I
about
know.
it.
I ended up going to trade school.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling my kid. It's like, dude, if you're gonna go do anything, go to trade school.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I studied marketing, and then and I was just like, and then I came out, and turns out that all that is it just leads to sales, which every single job in sales all says high school diploma needed. None of them say college degree.
No, and it's funny too, because depending on what area of marketing and sales you get into, what you've learned could be completely useless.
Mm-hmm, exactly. You need to know exactly what you're selling, and that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
You don't need to know any of that other theory stuff.
Yeah. When I was working at my old tattoo shop, we would always have these young kids come in, and they were part of like some kind of like marketing course, and our boss was friends with them. And he was like, yeah, come on in. We'll talk about marketing for the shop. And they would come in, and they have no idea about the tattoo industry. And they're like, well, we can start putting you in magazines. We can start doing this. It's like, yeah, that's all well and good, but that doesn't affect us like now. Like, we need people in here now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, and then it's like, it's all word of mouth. Like, this is how this works.
Exactly.
Like you got to see that, and it's very similar too with these projects here. People got to see it and see the person doing it, and that bridges the gap and makes people trust. Like, oh, okay, they know what they're doing. Let's support this. Let's go in for it.
Mm-hmm. Put like a human face to it. Like actually, the sales job I had was a door-to-door salesman job. So
ooh.
I know.
Damn.
So I learned that. I took the the crash course.
But the thing is, with that type of job, though, if you can sell door to door, you can sell anything.
Mm-hmm.
Anything.
Yeah, exactly. Although, yeah, like, shoot, but the way they train you with door to door salesmen, it's like, it's really, it's almost, at the bottom line, they say you're selling yourself, It's basically, you're just making friends.
On the fly.
And then they trust you, and then they usually just find people who already want it.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is just make that friend connection, and then and they usually want it already.
Yep.
So then you just got to be like, oh, cool. Since you want it, here's how to do it. And then they go, okay, yeah, sure, I like you. I'll buy it from you.
Yep. That's the key thing right there. Is I don't know how many what you were selling exactly.
I was selling a Verizon internet.
Oh, even tougher. Internet sales are, ooh.
I know. God.
I was gonna say, like, if you were selling like Kirby vacuums or something like that, at least you have the thing with you. You could do the demos, like, look how much dirt is on your wall. Like,
I know. But with internet, it's like, won't that cut out all the time? And I'm like, you're not supposed to say that.
Yeah, in this area, yeah, but no.
No. Probably not.
I hope not. Buy my shit.
I know. I mean, the money was good, but it was such a drain that I was just like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I made like $400, sometimes $600 a day.
Yep.
So it's like,
when it's good, it's good. When it sucks, it sucks.
Exactly. Like the top salesman in my office would make like $1,000 a day. So it's like, money's good, but yeah, it's a drain on your life and your soul, and so it's just like, I gotta do something else. So then
yeah, that's the thing with that type of job too. You have to be inclined to be that type of person.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are, you're gonna excel at it. So
exactly, yeah. Like I said earlier, that I'm like half introvert, half extrovert. Yeah. So it's like I did it for a while, then I was like, I'm out of jokes, I'm done.
Yeah, there's only so much energy that you can expend in that area before you're like, you know what? I think it's time for me to be moseying on.
Exactly.
But
Oh,
yeah,
man.
let's take a look at the trailer that you did here.
All right.
Yeah, let's bring this up.
This trailer was also motivated by Spike.
Yes. Dope.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, it looks great, man.
Yep, that was yeah, I had to learn how to do that little, how to animate to do that little opening.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, I see you do animation too, so.
Well, I'm brute forcing my way through it, so.
Oh, so you're learning also.
yeah. Like I worked in animation, but I was a storyboard artist.
Mhm.
And even that, I was, like kind of just thrown into the deep end.
I gotcha.
Like literally, yeah, I went from tattooing right into storyboard, and I didn't know this, but that's like a very coveted job apparently in the animation.
Storyboarding?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like in the
That's cool.
hierarchy of the way it usually goes, it goes storyboards, storyboard director, and then like writer, producer. So like
So it's pretty high up there.
Yeah. So unbeknownst to me, I just stumbled into one of the higher positions. I was like, all right, let me just do this. They're like, okay, well, come on in. We'll put you through a test and we'll see if you're any good. And I was like, okay, threw my all at it, like kitchen sink, all the tricks that I could possibly conceive of. And then talking with everyone, they're just like, yeah, I really want to get into storyboards, but I don't think I'm ready. How long you been waiting for? And they're like, waiting for? This is my first job. I just applied.
Dang.
Yeah.
You got lucky. Hit the jackpot.
Well, it was an awesome learning curve because, as you well know, like learning something like you did with animation there, you get thrown into the deep end. It's like, oh man,
Yeah.
a lot of work.
Oh man, but yeah, I think that's oftentimes the best place to learn. I find is getting that's kind of my attitude. I'm just like, I want to do it, so I'm just gonna throw myself in and force myself to swim.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people thrive in that situation. Other people's like handing them an anvil in the water.
I know. Yeah.
Just watch them go down.
Yeah. Oh. By the way, thanks, Tank Ferret. Good to see you.
Yeah, man, that's a super cool trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a quick look at what you got here.
Okay.
I see you got some magnificent Odie art.
Oh yeah, I was so happy when I was able to snag that.
Now, did you catch him on one of his breaks where he was just like, "Hey, I got some commission time available"? And
yeah, I saw him. I saw that post, and right away I just sent him a message. I was like, "I'm getting you," because I've been eyeing him for so long.
Yeah, man, Odie's a beast. Like, yeah, it's super fucking good.
Yeah, jeez, you know, he taught me some stuff about my characters that I was like, oh, I didn't know they look like that. Well, I'm stealing those ideas.
Yeah, that's it's like doing concept art and market research for not so much for free, but
I know
it's an added bonus.
Yeah, that's what I love about what I loved about getting these commissions done for like these covers was that like, you know, they gave me so many cool ideas for my own characters. I was like, wow, that's some good insight. I am gonna take that. Oh man, like the color of this guy in the back, the red face. Yeah, that I think Joe Ball, the colorist, when I got that cover done, she decided to she was kind of just like mapping it out and just had it red.
Yeah.
And then I was like, shoot, keep it red. I like that. And she was like, cool. And I was like, yeah, because he was supposed to just be kind of metal colored, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was like, nah, he's red now.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the mask. Was it a mango? I can't remember.
Mango? You mean the fruit?
No. Like Mengo. I'm not 100% sure, but like it's the bottom part of the mask of the samurai thing.
Yeah, I don't know the technical stuff about it. I just know it looks cool.
Yeah, I think this is more based on like a Japanese Hanya mask, like the no mask, the theater play masks.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was going for, like that kind of almost like they wear like kind of like Oni masks.
Yeah.
So I was kind of giving them that kind of demon look.
Yeah. And you got your perks here. You got the 3-book all variants. Nice. Oh yeah, and you got the Jose Garcia cover.
Oh yeah, I should. Yeah, that was originally just going to be a trading card, but friggin' Black Rose, B Rose, pushed me into making it a cover.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, glad he did, because that thing is selling well.
Yeah, Jose is fucking dope, man.
I mean, yeah, I was like, hey, I need a trading card, and I saw Jose was open, so I was like, hey, why don't you make one for me? And then he made that, and I was like, this is blowing my mind.
And we got the Joe Ball cover there. That's awesome too.
Yeah, Joe Ball. God. Yeah, this is where yeah, like I love the way he like did that crazy dragon in the corner. And like the like I got so much insight from like the Shogun, the red guy's face's mask right there, like so many little details he put inside his face. I was like this is more than the concepts I gave you. So it's like he really went above and beyond with this cover.
Yeah, man, it's fucking dope. So you got your main characters here. You got obviously the Shotgun Samurai.
Shotgun Samurai. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you saw the pic that I sent you for the possible Wakizashi gun, the little tiny.
Oh yeah. I like that idea. I really like that idea. Man, I have to think if I can fit that in the future, because like, yeah, because right now, yeah, because I really like the idea of having because I was thinking, I was like, they do have little swords. At first, I was like, he's just not gonna have one, because he's a Shotgun Samurai. He doesn't need a sword.
Yeah.
But I didn't think about giving him a little gun, little shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like, what was it? That was like the bolt action one, right? Like kind of like a bolt action.
Yeah. I can't remember where I came up with that. I was just somewhere on Twitter or something, and I was just like, oh, that's freaking cool. And then I remember you were on Tank Ferret's show, and they were talking about the Wakizashi, and I was like, oh, I'll send him this. And
yeah, shoot, because that would be so cool to draw too, and like I can think of somebody cool like him like bolt actioning the pistol, like or something.
Yeah.
God. All right, that's for the future.
Exactly.
I'll think about it.
Well, you got your first campaign here with the book of 200 pages.
Yep.
It's just a little thing to go through.
A little thing. A nice little coffee table book.
And interior is all black and white.
Yeah, they're gonna be black and white.
Nice. I'm a sucker for black and white books.
Yeah. I go with the manga style.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Yo, Bandito, what's going on?
Good to see you.
What program are you using for doing the art? Are you using Photoshop or Clip Studio?
Clip Studio.
Oh, okay, cool.
I used to use Photoshop, but yeah, Clip Studio I find has much better tools.
Yeah, I was a devout Photoshop user since I think it was like 2001, 2000, somewhere around there. Used it for, years and years and years. And then Clip Studio came out, and I can't remember what pro it was, but he posted on his Instagram, and I was like, oh man, so-and-so is using this? Okay, let me give it a go, because I downloaded it, but just never touched it.
Yeah, I always thought it was kind of like some kind of just, cheap imitation wear.
That's what I thought. And then I was like, let me do just one full finished line drawing with it. I'll color it in Photoshop. And then I actually drew with it, did a little bit of research, and I was like, oh man, I don't think I'm ever drawing in Photoshop ever again.
I know.
And then I'd still color in Photoshop, but then I started learning all the tricks you could do inside of Clip Studio Paint. And I was like, why the fuck do I need Photoshop for?
I know, right? Especially with the what was it? They with the monthly fees and everything. I was like,
yeah, I was still using like an older version of like 5, I think, CS.
yeah.
Yeah.
I see. I had an older version that was not quite
It fell in your lap off a truck.
Yeah. It happened to be on my computer, but then suddenly a little notice popped up and was like, they wouldn't let me use it anymore.
Yeah, we're not supporting this anymore.
Yes. It's kind of funny. They were like, they're like, we noticed that there's something wrong with your serial number, but don't worry. Sometimes people buy bad serial numbers, so we're not saying anything. But if you do want to buy real Photoshop, we'll give it to you for cheap.
Yeah, I know that they released CS2 for free. So
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and it still works, but it's starting to get to that point now where if you have a Mac, it won't work. Like it just doesn't recognize the software at all anymore.
Yeah. But once what is it? Freaking only having a one-time payment with Clip Studio is such a nice thing.
And what you can do inside of Clip Studio, oh my god! Like all the 3D stuff. Like there's a lot of cool stuff that you can actually do in there that people haven't really touched on yet. Like you can bring in 2D planes into what is it? The Clip Studio Modeler, and then you can paint on those planes on the fly, and then you can use those planes inside of your animation or your drawings in the 3D space, so you can actually use them as Dang,
never heard about that. I gotta look into it.
Yeah, there's lots of cool stuff that you can do. It's just that nobody's really doing it. Nobody's like thinking about it.
Oh, man,
let's take a browse through your black and whites here. So your main character, just so you don't give anything away, looks like he has a bit of the classic samurai origin here. The family.
No, this isn't. Oh, yeah, that does look like an origin. No, he does have. I guess you can say his origin is currently a mystery.
Okay.
But he is definitely he is a wandering samurai, that kind of a Ronin style. And this is I won't say exactly how he comes up upon this scene, but yeah, this is him reacting to these two that he found.
Obviously slashed apart.
Yes. Not quite feeling too fancy anymore. So yeah, this book is not for children. It's
lots of gore.
Lots of gore, samurai action. So if you are squeamish, still back the book. Just don't read it. But you should back it.
And then we got a heavily armored samurai guy here. Now, is this like some robot action or some?
It's armored samurai action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Joe Cappuccino.
Catapano.
I love that.
Joe?
Yeah, good to see you. Walk in the house. This all the campaign is at 100 plus. Definitely should be double that. Hope you break that. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm trying, pushing it out there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's super dope that you've already cracked 100. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's exciting. I know. I think I'm kind of like in that mid. They always say it's like the mid campaign low. And so I'm kind of in that right now. So I'm like fighting against it.
Yeah, it's a tricky spot because even though you're getting on shows and stuff like that, you personally have probably pitched it so many times over and over again. You're like, fuck, if I could said this already.
I know. I feel, I always go on new shows and I feel like I've said it already, but I'm like, wait, no, there's people here that probably haven't seen it yet.
Yep. Like I might not have a big reach, but I do post what I do on my other social media. So that goes out to people that have never seen stuff. So it's casting the lines out into the little area of the internet that I have.
Oh, shoot. We got Mo Biggs here. It's
What up,
official.
Mo?
We're in official chat now.
Mighty Mo. And then you got your one-eyed ninja here, or your faceless ninja.
Yep, the ninja with no face.
Nice.
Yeah. Why doesn't he have a face? You gotta find out. Shotgun Samurai. Back it today on Indiegogo.
And then the female character here, I assume she teams up with the Shotgun Samurai.
Yep, she's kind of like I would say like the Vegeta character.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, he's trying to prove her worth.
Not in that sense.
Not in
More
that
like,
sense.
Begrudgingly allied.
Okay.
At least in the very beginning of when Vegeta was allied with them.
Yeah.
Like Namek Saga Vegeta.
All right.
Yep, she is on a quest for vengeance. What happened to her? Why is she so angry? Find out. Back it today on Indiegogo. Shotgun Samurai.
Yeah. Nice classic rooftop battle. Dope.
Gotta have rooftop battles. Ninja rooftop battle.
Yep. And you're 90% complete, or is this just at launch here? Currently 224 pages are completed. Man, that's awesome.
Yeah. Almost done. I have it. I have the rest of it written out. I have about maybe 10 roughs already made, and probably another 20-something pages till we're done. So yeah, coming along very smoothly.
Right around the corner. Now you're doing the smart thing, like I'm doing, and sticking to just black and white, which speeds up the process. Yeah,
I know. And also at 200 pages, I would have to set the campaign goal to like $10,000.
Yeah. just to have the colorist pay for everything.
And I'm not paying the artist right now, so
yeah, that
helps a lot.
Yeah.
No, I'm keeping them locked up in the basement, going down there, throwing Cheez-Its at them at like midnight, being like, work harder.
Soggy Cheez-Its.
Yep.
World of the Shotgun Samurai, Legend of the Dragon Sword. So is this the first 200, like the encompassing the first 200 pages? Just this arc right here?
No, that's just kind of some backstory, some world building.
Okay.
That's because the people in the book, they refer to Shotgun Samurai as the man with the dragon sword.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is kind of an explanation as to why they call him that.
Okay, that's cool. It breathed fire. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Because sorry, I was reading the chat. Because he's a samurai, right?
Yep.
And samurai have swords. So the thing he has must be a sword.
Yeah.
But when he points it at people, and they see fire come out, and it makes a loud boom.
Yeah.
And it makes people blow up. There must be a dragon in there.
Yeah. Logic
So
dictates. Yeah. Logic dictates that it's a dragon.
Yep. So then the legend of the dragon sword kind of spawned out of it.
Okay, that's cool. I dig that. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, friggin' Mo Biggs. I gotta find out what the heck a Donkey Madness Ashcan's gonna be.
Oh, you're popping out an Ashcan?
No, Mo Biggs has been on my case for so long about making a book about Donkey Madness. Who can afford not to read it? I know. I gotta write. Help me write it, Mo Biggs. Help me. You have good ideas. Maybe he can be in the AR-15 orangutan universe.
Yeah, Mo's just giving out his ideas left, right, and center in the chat.
I know. Yeah. I want to do an AR-15. I have an idea for because people are coming up with ideas for that, like just side characters, right?
Yeah.
So I was thinking of a stealth character, MP5 macaque. It's like a like a little macaque holding onto an MP5, sneaking around the rafters.
Yeah, it was fucking.
Yeah, I know. But my mind is solely wrapped around Shotgun Samurai. I have no idea what to do. Originally, Donkey Madness was a freaking gorilla. So when you came up with AR-15 Orangutan, I was like, shoot, there's already a monkey character now.
Yeah, that's your little logo up here.
Yeah. It's a little gorilla.
Yeah.
Let me see if I have the actual. I can show you guys like the original, like Donkey Kong. Yeah, that's where it came from. So I'm thinking of but I mean, if you guys got better ideas, I like the name Donkey Madness. Where is it?
Well, if there's one thing that the chat can do, it's definitely tell us what's up.
Exactly. There's already 6-gun gorilla and some. Exactly. There's too many gorilla things.
That's the other one that I could not remember the name for the life of me of the other orangutan book that's out. Where is it? El Kudo. I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that floating around.
Yeah, I'll show you. This is the full picture of Donkey Madness.
Oh, okay. Let's see here.
See, that's Donkey Madness.
That's pretty cute.
He's so that's originally what I had. I don't know. I just had him as an avatar. And then I was like, oh. I originally my original idea was him being like an ape, like a gorilla in captivity that scientists are like slowly studying.
Yeah.
I thought they were more. I know. I'll think about it. I'll change it. I'll scrap. This doesn't have to be what Donkey Madness is.
I thought there'd be more madness.
I know. Originally, he was gonna be like a sentient ape that's like that nobody understands why he's so smart, but then he kind of becomes like dangerous, and people have to like stop him, or else he might like. I guess it's kind of a Planet of the Apes kind of ripoff, but.
Is it everything?
It would have been a lot more silly. What if Donkey Madness is a dude in a gorilla suit? I like it.
He's been tricking the scientists all along.
And that's why he's so smart. He fools everything. I like it. He just dressed up as a gorilla one day. Scientists capture him.
Zipper got stuck on the inside and he can't get it.
Exactly. Scientists capture him and then they feed him and he's like, oh, free food. I better keep this gig up. And then he kind of gets too deep in, and then he can't really reveal himself, or else it would be too embarrassing.
Or he's from the drugs that they give him, he actually now thinks he's just a fucking monkey.
Yeah. Or he's like, yeah. What if he's a chimp in a person suit in a gorilla suit?
Just the layers
like like one of those Russian dolls. It's like they finally gets to one point in the story. They take off they find the zipper, unzip it, and they're like, "There's a person in here." And later on, they unzip that and like, "There's a chimpanzee."
It keeps going further until you get to like a pygmy marmoset or something like that.
What is all this madness? And then finally, at the end, it's all controlled by a donkey.
Remote controlled.
Yep. And no one cared who I was until I put on this mask and suit. I like it. He's really good. Yeah. He's waiting for that settlement money.
Yeah. He's waiting a long time.
Oh my God. I love it. Yeah, this thing writes itself. Oh man.
When you're signing all the autographs and you're doing the press release for the movie, you're like, how did you come up with this? Like, I didn't.
I didn't. It was just it's just a flood of jokes all strung together.
Yeah, no, the chat knows what's up.
I know.
I see with Tofu the Ninja here, you're still running with the food theme in manga.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, I was heavily inspired by Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it should be like, I should have Donkey Madness ash cans with every book I sell. So you have to buy each book. So people eventually will only be buying Shotgun Samurais because they want to know what happens in Donkey Madness. And I'm like, guys, new Shotgun Samurai. And they're like, meh. It comes with Donkey Madness. And they're like, ooh, sign me up.
or just a limited 2 pages, and every campaign you do will add to that. So eventually you'll get the full book.
Exactly.
Smart marketing, also known as smarketing.
Smarketing. I like it.
Finally, we do the blockbuster crossover.
Yep. Oh man.
Let's take a look down here further. And George, what's up with George? He's just their hanger on, or their personal chef.
Kind of.
Yeah.
The story about him is he has nowhere else to go, so he's gonna follow them.
So he's like a food Ronin then.
Yeah. He in the very first 5 pages, you'll see he has a ramen shop, and then he loses the ramen shop. He has nowhere to go, so he just follows Shotgun Samurai, and Shotgun Samurai begrudgingly allows it.
For some reason, I pictured the Cabbage Man from Avatar when you mentioned that. Like, oh no, my cabbages!
Yeah, kind of. Except he's George is kind of like the happy-go-lucky character. Not much bothers him. He's just kind of going along with the ride. Enjoying things. He's kind of he's known about Shotgun Samurai for a while. So when he sees him, he's kind of like, oh, wow, you're Shotgun Samurai. And Shotgun Samurai's just going on his journey. And then George is like, oh, I'm going to follow you now. I have nowhere else to go. Shotgun Samurai's like, all right. If this is what I have to do, so be it.
It's like, I can make you noodles wherever we go.
Yeah, and then slowly, he warmed Shotgun Samurai's heart through the power of ramen.
Oh, how could you not?
Exactly. Warm his heart and stomach.
Yep. And what goes good on some ramen? A little bit of tofu. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Looks like this whole, we're all making there's a secret recipe in this book.
Yeah, gunpowder, ramen, and tofu.
Yeah. Oh, man. Nice. So these are the trading cards you can get.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. This is my artwork done by yours truly.
Nice.
Colored by what's that? Farah Narmaliza, I think her name is. She's the one who's coloring the Peregrine book.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are dope colors.
Yeah, she's kind of one of my go-to colorists right now. She colored the Joe Ball one too, because it's she does really good. She does really good work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's got a nice grip of lighting. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And I'm planning to. I'm gonna make this one in foil. So it's gonna have a nice shiny background.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got some Nerium down here.
Yep, Nerium from Bonds. Mm-hmm. Yep, she did a sweet tofu trading card. You can really see the wild side of tofu. She's kind of like she's the one that I have fun with making, do cool acrobatics and flexible ninja stuff.
And so we got additional perks due to popular demand. Jose Garcia is available as cover.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Jose's fucking dope, man.
I know, God. Yeah, he's in high demand right now.
Oh yeah. Well, with the way that dude is able to output stuff, he can meet it.
I know.
He's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not jealous of her, but yeah, neither am I.
I could do that.
And travel talk for the region of where bare knuckle hand however I can talk Simeon some. That's a mouthful.
Simeon, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nerium's dope.
Uh-huh.
And we got the bookmarks unlocked.
Mm-hmm. Shotgun bookmark. And we got my print unlocked too.
Nice.
Got all the stretch goals unlocked.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then more to be announced.
Yeah, once I figure out what they are. We'll see. I'm getting some sketch cards made up. I heard people, you know, yeah. So I'm gonna add those to the campaign in a bit. So keep an eye out, everybody.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out on my Twitter if you want to, because I'm gonna get like a few of them made up just to test the waters, see how well they do, and if people like them, then I'll make more.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, really, really digging the whole thing you got going on here. It's super fun. I can tell that you're having a blast with it, man.
Yeah, I love this book. Oh man, yeah, like the way pretty much like how what we did, came up with the story with the chat. Like that's how much me and a friend of mine, we were coming up with all these stories back in college, and that's kind of how it was. It was just like us, just like going off and off. Oh, what about this? What about that? Oh yeah, and then this, and then that. And it's such a fun process.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because we originally made I made like, what was it, 3-4 pages of this, just kind of just to kind of prove that I could. Because a friend of mine, he needed a costume for a presentation of a character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was like, are you gonna dress up as anybody? And I was like, I don't have anyone to dress up as. And he's part Japanese, so he had a yukata, the samurai robe.
Yeah.
And I was like, he got the yukata, and I had a fake shotgun that I made. So I was like, and I have a shotgun. Why don't you be a shotgun samurai? And he was like, that doesn't exist. And that's when the spike kicked in. And I was like, he will now.
Yeah.
How dare you say he doesn't exist? That's when it started. And then I made 3 pages that night. And the next morning, I was like, see, I told you.
It's right here.
Yeah, it's right here. Yeah. It exists. And he was like, whoa. So he dressed up as Shotgun Samurai, and people were like, "Who's that?" And I made photocopies on like the school printer.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And then awesome. And I just stapled the edges to try to make it look like a book.
Yep.
And I was like, I pass it around, and I was like dressed up as like some kind of like diva author, big sunglasses, scarf.
Here's my book.
I was like, here's my book. Here's my book, and. He was like, I dressed up as the world-renowned character Shotgun Samurai. And I was like, who?
Maybe you haven't heard of him yet. But yeah,
you will. And that's when and then he ignored the question and just marked my tongue. Okay. Anyway, I thought he was talking to me. Anyway, and then what was it? We made so from that, then we made these live action movies because that's where the live action trailers come from. Because people love the characters from that, and then people wanted to. We were trying to figure out what to do with it, and then we got a bunch of friends together and we made a movie.
Now, is this just the trailer for that?
Yeah, the actual this movie is not on YouTube anymore because it has copywritten music. So it's unlisted. So the link is in this trailer actually, so you can still see it that way. But it's kind of confusing. But I do have a second movie that I made, which is completely original music, and that's the 4th video from the left on this. That one. So if anyone wants to watch my movie, it's what you expect from some guy who doesn't know how to make movies with an iPhone. Yeah. But I guarantee you the writing and the storyline is fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Everything shot at head height, I assume?
Oh, no.
No, okay.
I tried to be dynamic.
All right.
Yeah, I did my best.
Yeah, that's my personal favorite, is everything always shot at head height and medium shot for everything.
Oh, no. Definitely better than that. If you watch the trailer, you can see I have at least some tricks up my sleeve.
All right, well, let's check out this trailer here.
Okay.
Flip-flop tracks on the countryside.
Hope you enjoy my wonderful singing voice.
Oh, yeah. Soothing dulcet tones.
Thank you.
Who can save us now. Shotgun samurai in their sights. Shotgun samurai strikes with might. A worthy opponent here to fight. Shotgun boom. Shotgun boom. Shotgun in their sights.
Yeah.
Yeah. That theme song also came up out of spite as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like someone was going around doing like an interview, like a survey for some project, some art project, and she was like, "Hey, what's your favorite song and band?" And I was like, "Well, the Shotgun Samurai theme song, of course." And she was like, "That doesn't exist." And I was like, "It will now." And then like that weekend, me and my friend, we wrote the song, and we were like, "Here it is."
Yeah.
I love it. It was great. How does the first guy not die from the point blank? He dodged it. He dodged it. Didn't you see? He went like, that character was played by me, by the way. You want to see college age quaff. And this bike creates the lore, breathes life into those that would others be. Well, yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
You know, spite-fueled story.
Yeah,
Shotgun Samurai.
my entire art career is built on spite.
Exactly. Shotgun Samurai live action is the best. Oh, thank you. I'm very proud of it. Have this on your campaign. I know. I don't know. I thought the cartoon one people would like better, but I guess the live action people like live action.
Yeah, well, that's why you got to be out there pumping those nonstop. You know.
Mhm.
I think it's also good that you have, the two trailers. That way you can, tier them one after another in your timeline. That way people are like, Shotgun Samurai, is this that cartoon? I was like, no. This is the live action.
The live action, yeah. Oh man.
It's
Something
up there
with,
with your boy Zach now deleted woke comics trailer for Iron
is,
Sky.
is that the 16-minute trailer?
I still say his launch thing of the fence, the 45-minute launch of him just sitting and there's the fence with like paper.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
That's
super long one. Hell no. Okay, it's a different one. Oh,
that's awesome.
Okay. So the good one he made. Okay. He was on his line.
Yeah, I think your boys actually go back to the fence. Just for old time's sake.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's totally make a real trailer.
Yeah, maybe I should be so bold and make a 45-minute trailer.
just do a trailer of you doing a documentary of his trailer.
Mm-hmm.
In the exact same position with things on the fence.
Oh shoot!
Maybe.
I missed that one. I wish I saw that. That would have been funny.
Oh man, some near Inception stuff there.
Mm-hmm. If anyone has that saved on their computer, send it my way.
Yeah, man. There's so much lore with CG. Like, who is it? Just on Leroy's channel, they had Bancroft and they had a couple other YouTube guys over there, and they were trying to explain to them, like because there's so much lore, when you try to get in, it just depends on where and when you're getting in. And if you want to go back, there's so much to go through.
I know. It's like, I feel like I came in late, but then it's like, I've been here for a while and like, oh.
Yeah, like, even if you've only been here for 6 months, like a lot of stuff has happened that time.
I know. Yeah, like I've been here for like 2 years, I think. I've been watching the streams, but like, I still feel like I missed out on so much more from what happened.
Oh yeah. And you can't keep up with everything. Like I was saying, everybody's got their own channel now. Crazy things are happening on one channel, and everyone's like, "Oh, did you see so and so on this?" And it's like, "No, man." Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't have that much time anymore. like
I know. Yeah.
it was awesome when I was working in animation because I'd just pop on whatever was live or what I missed and just draw my stuff.
Yeah,
now-
yeah.
But now
That's what. Yeah. That was like back when I was working at my restaurant when I drew like when I had like a lot more time to just sit and draw. Just working part-time.
we know when you join by the rings of lore you carry.
Exactly.
Were you around? Don't speak the old ways to me. I was there when it began.
Don't speak to me about the stories of Smiller. I was there when he was here.
Oh, Mo Big's peacing out. Hey, Mo,
I'll see
thanks
you
for
later.
swinging by, man.
Yeah, good to see you, Mo. Thanks for making us official.
Bam. Yeah, man. Project looks dope. You got 22 days left on your your last 30 there. 103 backers, and you're getting everywhere where you can, I assume.
Yeah. I've been on almost everybody so far, but I've got a few more left to go through, and then I might start doing the double takes.
Yeah,
I guess
you got to do the victory laps, man.
going back. Hey, remember me from a month ago?
I'm
Mind
back.
if I help you? Come
Rawr.
on, please. I'm more seasoned now. I know how to talk online now.
Yeah, it's always tricky too in the beginning because you're like nervous and you got this oh, I'm on a show, people are watching, oh my god. But now it's just like fuck whatever.
Yeah. I know. That's what I said. Like in the beginning, I was kind of just like, I was like, oh shoot, I think I can do it, and then I just jumped, into the deep end.
Yep.
And people, and I just, after the stream, I would always just like ask everyone who was on with, pointers and tips about how I did and what I should do next. And yeah, and then so I don't know, still got a long way to go, but I'm getting more comfortable at it.
Well, it definitely helps that you got a solid project. You got some wicked covers going on. It looks like the interiors, like I said, you're having a blast doing it.
Yep, all fueled out of spite, everybody.
Spite and joy.
If you like spite, the joy came afterwards unknowingly, but it was primarily spite.
It's the umami of the spite.
Exactly. After, days and months and years of just spite, I come up and go, there's something nice here.
Oh, look at that. Look at what I did.
Yeah. And then I go back to being angry.
It's so angry.
Prove the world that this is the best book they've ever seen.
So once you are done this book, do you have another one lined up after this? Or are you going into a different project, or is Shotgun Samurai like the focus from here on out?
I definitely have I have the storyline mapped out, and I already have notes about the next book. But if anything comes along after I'm done with this one, I wouldn't mind if someone wants me to work on their book, I wouldn't mind doing that for a bit, because I would like to, be able to just be a workhorse for a little bit.
Bit of a hired gun.
Yeah, hired gun.
Your own Shotgun Samurai, but
exactly. I would like to get the Cheetos thrown at the Cheez-Its thrown at me for once instead of me throwing the Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
Yep.
Late night soggy Cheez-Its.
Late night soggy Cheez-Its at the in the basement. I open up the basement, throw the Cheez-Its down there, work harder, and then he turns around and it's me, and I'm like, oh my god.
It was me all along.
It was me all along. Some weird, stupid twist.
Yeah. That's awesome. So we've blasted through an hour, man.
Oh wow, that's quick. Hours take so quick when I'm on stream.
Yeah, it blasts by. And yeah, man, I had a super great time chatting with you. Hopefully everyone goes over here, back Shotgun Samurai. You got 22 days left. Let's get that up. Let's get the numbers up so he can feed him, his artist more than just Cheez-Its. that are
Yeah,
ranked?
yeah, yeah. I can upgrade to Cheetos.
That's the progression. You go
Yep.
it's to toes.
Cheese, it's Cheetos, and then finally at the end, just plain cheese.
Oh, cheese is the top. Okay.
Yep, cheese is the top.
See, I thought you were gonna go like all fancy because in Canada we have cheesies.
Oh, you're from Canada?
Oh yeah. And that wraps it up for tonight. Hope everybody had a good time checking out Shotgun Samurai.
I was like, oh God,
Yeah. Oh, the plague, Canadian plague.
you bamboozled me. I've been on stream for an hour with a Canadian.
Oh, story about it.
Who's who you? Oh, there it is. You've been hiding it this whole time.
Yeah, put a good mask on.
Yep. It's funny. Nah, my brother-in-law's from Canada. So I guess I'm also, I'm not going to say it. I'm not Canadian.
You can't hold it against anybody where they plopped out of a vagina onto a piece of ground.
Yep. Oh, man. That's funny.
But yeah, where can people find you?
Not Shotgun Samurai. I've been saying that so much all night. Basically, Twitter is the best place to find me. Donkey_madness_. Shotgunsamurai.net will always be the latest thing I'm up to. So if you want, bookmark that. You can always check it out. Yeah, that's about it. I'm on Instagram rarely. So just search Shotgun Samurai on Instagram. I'm sure you'll find it. Oh, what the? Oh, yeah, this is the Clip Studio freaking 3D book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that feature. Anyway, continue.
I'm just going to pop this into the chat here. If anybody wants to go check out the first 16 pages of Caius, A Story of Blood and Stone, you can follow that link right there, and that'll take you to the Clip Studio share. And then you can just browse through the first 16 pages of issue 1. Let's pop that up there. While that's thinking, oh, there it is.
I love this feature of Clip Studio.
It's super handy in Clip Studio. Was it EX? You can do this inside of Clip Studio, and this really helped me out with laying out the book. That way I didn't have any kind of like panels that accidentally lined up with each other going across, and then you get that kind of like panel tangent where it looks like it should just continue across the page. So
yeah, and you can see like the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, the bend on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see where your text, if it's too close to something. Yeah, no, I found it a super handy feature.
And they even show like the pages are a little bit transparent.
See through it. Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
It looks like a real book.
Yep. No, I thought they did a really good job with everything there. You got that little bit of transparency there. Yeah, because that was my whole vibe with it too, was just I wanted it to be as close to like a manga as possible, including the paper feel when I did it. And the company that I went through, I asked them, I was like, hey, can you do this on actual like manga newsprint paper? And they were just like, no, we can't do that because those only come in like 50-ton drums of paper that's meant for newsprint. And I was just like, you got anything close to that? It's like, well, we can do it on 50-pound uncoated stock, and that way it'll still have that tooth and feel. I was like, oh, okay, that's perfect. He's like, but it's bright white. And I was like, it is what it is.
I know Alternative's doing newsprint, right?
They're doing newsprint, but I like it, but it because of the way that they're doing it, it seems that the page has to be within a very certain parameter. Like there's no bleed or anything like that. At least that's the way it looks. At least from the ones that I picked up, they might have been able to go beyond that now.
I see. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, links in the description down below as well. And also, if anybody wants to, go sign up for Caius: A Story of Blood and Stone, issue 1 and 2 over on Indiegogo. I'm going to have prints available for people. Where is it? Once we hit the first 100 people that signed up, I'm going to do a print giveaway. And then every 50 people after that, I'm going to be doing print giveaways for every 50 people that sign up. And also, signing up gives you access to the secret tier that you can only get through by being part of this mailing list. So be sure to sign up for that. And also, here's my Instagram. If anybody wants to follow me over there, same thing. Everywhere that anybody can reach me is the Ryan Cardinal. And little bits of the animation of the upcoming stuff. So that pretty much wraps it up. Any last words?
Don't bring a sword to a shotgun fight. Shotgun Samurai, back at today on Indiegogo.
Hell yeah.
And thank you everybody for coming. I love you guys all. It's always a pleasure.
And there we go. Back Shotgun Samurai. Back Shotgun Samurai today. Thanks for everybody for showing up in the chat. We'll catch you guys in the near and dear future. Tomorrow I'm going to be interviewing Anthony Figaro with his new project that he just launched. And then I got to see who else I have on, but I got two more people, one for tomorrow, one following next. So until then, everyone, be safe out there.